This isn't just a race car, it's powered by imagination. Welcome to Animated Bricks, and this is LEGO DreamZzz 71491, Mateo and the Z-Blob's action race car. And at first glance, it looks like total chaos. Slime, neon wheels, wild shapes. But once you build it, you start to realize something. This isn't just a race car, it's a concept. A shape-shifting, dream-powered machine that's way more creative than it looks. Let's break it down. Before I jump into this, don't forget the best way to support my channel is to like and subscribe, and be sure to share this video with the other LEGO loving people in your life. This set came out in January 1st of 2025, but it's now retired. It comes with 485 pieces, including 2 minifigures, Mateo and D-Shock. I love building this set, minus the 14 stickers that it came with. A quick story about how I came to get this set was this last Christmas, my wife and I were going to get each other LEGO sets. We ended up getting each other the same set, the DreamZzz Fire Chameleon. We decided that she should keep it and that I would get something else. I've wanted this set for quite a while, and it happened to be on sale at Target, so I was able to pick it up for a pretty good deal. Now let's take a closer look at these minifigures. First, we have Mateo in his dark azure jacket. He's exclusive to this set, so that's pretty cool. He comes with some pretty lovely printing on his chest and legs there, and nice little slime splat on his back, which is pretty funny. But yeah, some nice, really lovely detail there. You get the little Z-Blob pendant or whatever it is there on his chest. His typical hair printing and kind of that slime on his face look, the green look on his eye there. He comes with a dual molded face. It would have been nice to see some printing on his arms, but you know, that's pretty par for the course lately, I feel like. His accessory is very cool. It's like the time hourglass slime gun, is what I'm calling it. I haven't actually seen the episode that this set's featured in, so I'm really not sure if this is kind of what it is or if that's what it is even. But I feel like they did a really good job overall with this minifig. I'm really pleased with it. Glad to have it in my collection. Next, we have D-Shock, and spoilers, but if you're familiar with the show, then you know that this is Mateo and Izzy's father. He falls under the control of the brain and becomes a cyber villain. This fig has some pretty crazy printing. Get a little close up there for you. Honestly, maybe a little too much, especially on the torso. The back's pretty cool. But yeah, it's a little wild, like rib cage or cyber rib cage kind of thing. Just a lot going on there, and his face is pretty crazy as well. He comes with this nice purple breathing apparatus, and then this super cool yellow mohawk. And his accessory is this crazy lightning gun. Maybe it's electricity, I'm not real sure what it's supposed to be, but it's these cool pink, trans pink lightning bolts that are just really cool. He comes in one other set, I believe. I think it's like the Mateo spray truck. But when he was released, I think this was the first set maybe he was released in. Pretty cool fig though. According to the LEGO website, these are the only 2 minifigures that the set comes with, but it comes with 3 more what they call action figs. And those are the Z-Blob, this is the VR Dreamling, and a Cyber Brain Spider. On Bricklink, the Cyber Brain Spider and the VR Dreamling have minifigure designations, which is a little weird since this is brick built, but the Z-Blob does not. So it actually lists this as having 4 minifigures on Bricklink. The Z-Blob action fig is what I'm going to call the 1x1 Z-Blob, since that is how big it is. It's the size of a 1x1 brick almost, maybe a little bit taller. It is the trans bright green. It also has the little frill around it. I don't know if you can see that well. And then it has the 2 eyes. It's kind of like what I would think of when I think of Z-Blob from the show, a little bit better than some of the other ones. But it's a pretty cool little piece. This version of the Cyber Brain Spider is exclusive to this set. I'm not actually sure if there are more versions than this or not, but it is brick built and it's made up of 52 parts. It has these really cool magenta appendages, and it has like this little trans pink piece to kind of make it like a sucker. Then there's the VR Dreamling. This looks like kind of any other Dreamlings that there are, just with a different face. It looks like it's been hypnotized or something by the cyber brain spider. And it's made up of just 2 parts. His head pops off here. Pretty typical of a Dreamling, so nothing too special there. And if you can notice, he has a little drool coming out of his mouth. Pretty cool. And then there's like the back of his head. So that's the minifigs for this set. So as with most Dream sets, or maybe all, it has more than one build option. This set offers 2 different ones, the off-road racing car and then a speedy motorcycle build. So the part that Z-Blob is attached to right there is actually the same for both builds, and so is this part of the build. You actually use this part for whichever option you decide to go with. I just opted to build the action race car. I haven't built the motorcycle version yet. I'm not sure I will. I feel like the action race car is just way better in my opinion. At least the looks of it anyway. The standout features for this set for me are the flying portion with its rotary cannons. I think this is just a super cool build with the controller, like the game controller type pieces there, and it just attaches really easy right there. And some of the other, like with most Dream sets, I just love the color scheme. So the green and the blue and the yellow just all work so well together, especially these nice trans green pieces. They just really stand out to me. The set in general just really stands out. And then the windshield pops off, and the actual, I don't know if you can see this here, the actual controller for the vehicle is a game controller, which I think is super cool. And the windshield just pops on and off super easy. The biggest weak spot with this set for me was the 14 stickers. It's just way too many stickers. And then some of them, in my opinion, don't even look that great. Like these on the windshield, they just don't stand out very well and just not necessary. I think the trans green windshield would have been cool without the stickers, but I'm guessing that's kind of how they look in the show. And so they're trying to make it probably as accurate as possible. Another thing that I don't like is how when this is attached, it doesn't move up and down. So I don't know if you can really see this that well, but these rotary guns are pointed down. So it'd be a lot better if this was able to, or even if they just mounted it different so it was shooting more straight out. But to shoot these, you just turn this little dial on the back and it just pops them out. Pretty cool. This set plays very well. The wheels roll smoothly, so it drives around super easy. So yeah, it rolls really well on this table. The cannons, like I showed, are easy to fire, easy to load. Just that one complaint about them. And I just shoot the 1x1 round plates. If there's a theme designed around play, I really feel like it's the DreamZzz sets. Now, obviously some work better than others, but this is one of the ones that I feel like really works well. It's sturdy. We drove it around pretty hard to play with it with my kids. It holds up really well. And like I said, like the windshield just pops on and off. I feel like it'd be better if it actually rotated up instead of just popping off, but I mean, it's kind of whatever. That's personal preference, I feel like, so it's not that big of a deal. And so the one place that the Z-Blob rides is right up here, where he controls the little flying piece. If you're more into displaying your Lego than like playing with it or anything like that, then this set also works because, I mean, look at this thing. It's gonna stand out on your shelf for sure. And that's because of the color scheme. Like, I just feel like Dream sets stand out. They just pop. And so this is no different. Who doesn't love these neon green wheels? So cool. This set originally retailed for around $49.99. I think that's too much. Although now that it's retired, it might be harder to find, which could drive that price up some. Target, when last I looked, is still showing to have it available for $39.99, which is a much better price. And I think like that's a pretty good deal. I mean, even a little cheaper. I think when I got it, it was $30, $35. So a little bit better of a deal. But even if you went to go look on like BrinkLink or something like that, it's around $40. If you're not a fan of the Dreams theme, then I probably would stay away from this set unless you could find like a killer deal on it. If you are a Dreams fan, then I would definitely recommend picking this up. It's really cool, a lot of fun, and especially since that price hasn't gone up yet, I would probably try to pick it up sooner than later. Although, like in my experience, you know, some Dream sets don't go up crazy in price, and this probably will be one that doesn't. There's probably not a huge demand for this particular set, but it is really cool. And yeah, like I said, if you're a Dreams fan or even just like a car fan, I think it's a really cool set. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and be sure to leave me a comment letting me know what you think of this set and whether or not you have it or you plan on picking it up. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And next week we'll be moving back to Star Wars with a battle pack that is a little controversial. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching.